Hi everyone, as you guys can guess based on the picture and the title, I brought some heavy topic today. My topic is fentanyl. Have you guys been to the Kensington before? The Kensington is known as the area that has a high ratio of use of fentanyl. This place is called as Needle Park. I went to this place because I had an opportunity to volunteering in this place. And I interviewed many people in this place. Uh, I always ask same question for them. It was, well, I want to listen to your life story. And many people respond to me as the same as a common answer. It was, it makes really surprise me. It was that they went to the college and even some of them had a stable job before, which means that fentanyl can change anyone's life. And the point is, you are not exception. So this is the preview, and I'll begin with how fentanyl affects our life. According to National Center for Health Statistics, more than 150,000 people are dead because of fentanyl between 2022 to 2023. Um, the reason was, then the question is, why did many people lose their life? And the first reason is mental problems caused by fentanyl. According to National Institute on Drug Abuse, people feel extreme happiness, drowsiness, confusion at all. And implies to this, when people continues to take fentanyl, their brain adapts to the stimulation. And generally, the happiness or stimulation which comes from our general life is really smaller than the stimulation of fentanyl. So they are not be able to feel stimulation for for the things that is placed in their life. And the second problem is physical problems caused by fentanyl. According to National Institute on Drug Abuse, by overdosing, their breath can slow or stop. This is a problem because when their breath is stopped or becomes slow, then the oxygen is not reaches to their brain. And if the oxygen is not reaches to their brain, then naturally um, it leads to the permanent brain damage or even death. Implies to this, American Addiction Center said that the brain damage leads to loss of body movement, temporary leg paralysis, changes in gait at all. When we discuss about the life values, many people are putting three values for the top. The first one is health, second one is finance, third one is family. Since we already talked about the health part, we're going to talk about finance part. So let's go. So we can separate the finance part as two parts. First is global, and second is personal. Um, According to White House, in 2023, illicit opioids, almost caused by fentanyl, cost Americans an estimated 2.7 trillion, equivalent to 9.7% of GDP. Someone can ask me a question like, "Hey, I am so hard to manage my own life, but why do I need to care for government situation for finance?" Then there's the answer. Um, when countries' finances are still getting tough, and naturally the citizens will be hard to get the benefit or welfare that was be able to get from the government than before. That was be able to get from government, yeah. And also there's something that directly impact to personal. Let's say there is a person who are doing the fentanyl, then they need to buy fentanyl, and since they would, so they need to expense for the fentanyl, and since they suffer there's some physical problems, disease, so they need to go to hospital, and for very high probability they will lose mental health and physical health for both, and it's going to be very it's going to be very decrease the performance on their workplace. So it will lead to the decrease of the salary or even lost job. Until now, we saw the fentanyl effect on health and finance. So the last part, we will looking for effect of fentanyl on our family. Someone can say that if only one family member are doing fentanyl, then it wouldn't lead to critical change for other family members' life. But that is not true. The reason one is connecting with the mental health part. Um, the family are usually spending much of time together, and naturally they are doing conversation together a lot. And if someone's has a mental health problem or emotional problem, then that would be transferred to the other family's member. So relatively who are doing fentanyl doesn't have a good mental health, so it could be easily contagious to the other family's members. And also, they don't have good physical health, so they would need the other family members support would be needed to that person. And related with the finance, once this expands or spend a lot for like hospital or unemployment, and they need to buy, they would still buy the fentanyl, so they also need to pay for fentanyl, and it comes to the family perspective as very strong. And conclusion. It is not too hard to catch the point that fentanyl interrupts and takes it our three core points in life. It was health, family, finance. I've told about the effects of fentanyl based on the three core values in our life: the health, family, and finance, as I told before. The main point is the fentanyl doesn't break one of that values. It breaks three cores. Do you really want to see your body that can't be managed by yourself, or to farther, do you really want to see your family members suffering financially and physically because of you? If not, never think about trying fentanyl, even for simple interest. Life without fentanyl is the best way to love your own life, but it's also the way to love our family. So let's get far from fentanyl to pursue the love and happiness. Thank you.